A second. Very good.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Ron Rifle Coffin.
Can you describe a little bit about your experience as a Nazi German soldier?
Well, yes, I can. I was a member of Nazi Germany, a member of the Nazi Party, as I was under Hitler's control. I was working at the gas chambers at the time, as I killed many of the Jews.
And what concentration was that again?
The concentration camp was Belzec concentration camp.
And you said you were assigned a gas chamber, death gas chamber.
Yes, I killed a lot of Jews by putting chemicals into showers, so-called, and I killed many of Jews that I really wrongfully regret.
So you admit you did wrong back then, but you realize now that...
Yes, absolutely. I know I did very wrong, as I was brainwashed by Hitler. He was a great public speaker, and he persuaded me to what I was doing was right, but it was definitely not. As you can see now, I definitely disagree with his teachings and what he was trying to make us do.
So Hitler assigned you to the SS or the Gestapo?
I was a part of the SS.
Oh, okay. And can you describe your experience as an SS soldier? Like, what were your main habits? How would you...
I would take a baseball bat and... sorry. I would take a baseball bat
It
and
may be hard for you. It's okay.
Yeah. I beat a lot of the Jews with a baseball bat. Several of them bled to death. Oh, God. It's just, I'm sorry, it's a very touchy subject.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yeah. I did kill a lot of the Jews with a baseball bat. Me and my group of other SS members, we went out and hit a lot of Jews.
Did you know that the Jewish had faith similar to yours? Did you know that they had religion while you're beating them senseless? They had Yom Kippur, which is a very sacred holiday. They had Hanukkah. Did you realize that they were similar to you in many ways, like religion?
At the time, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just doing what I thought best was my country. Like I said, Hitler was so persuasive in his teachings. I had no idea what I was doing. I just did what he told me to do. And obviously that turned out to be one of the worst things that ever happened in history. Killing all those Jews. And now I notice that every person should be created equal, no matter what they have done. I like water.
Can you convey your experience with the Third Reich and what they did for you?
The Third Reich, yes.
What were you made to do under the Third Reich? Or were you made to do any of this?
All I can remember is that they taught me to kill Jews. That's all I remember. Jews die, they say. They say it in German. Juden dashes. All I remember is Juden dashes, Juden dashes, Juden dashes.
Does that stand for global domination? Does that stand for global domination?
No, it stands for Jew.
Back when I was studying World War II, when I was getting my master's in European history from Harvard University, which I now have a PhD in modern world history from Harvard, I could not help but to think how helpless the Jews were in this vital situation. It's just preposterous to believe that such horrors committed by the Nazi Germans can accomplish in so little of a time. I mean, they killed over 11 million people. What kind of atrocity can that happen from? I mean, it's unbelievable. But I realized how moving Hitler was under the Third Reich, with his Third Reich. As I learned about the SS and the Gestapo, I soon realized that there was no mercy to the German Nazis. I mean, Nazi soldiers, I should say. Because they honestly couldn't commit anything worse or anything merciless than killing Jews by gas chambers. It's just nowadays in modern life, everybody views the situation in 1940 to 1940s just outstandingly inconceivable, because it's kind of ridiculous how this could have happened in so little of a time. And it was brought up by one man, Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler created the Third Reich, and under that Third Reich, he ruled an enormous amount of land that he took over. And while he destroyed his opponents, when he took over the Netherlands, when he took over Denmark, when he took over Norway, it was basically just like a game to him. It's his own game, honestly. And unfortunately, as he captured these lands, he also captured and held captive millions and millions of Jews in concentration camps. Unspeakable things were done in these concentration camps, from torturing to independently singling out and embarrassing the Jews. And some of them were even scientifically experimented on for things that I'm not going to go into detail because which are just too gruesome to. And the condition in which the Jews lived in the concentration camps, that's no way anyone should ever have to live. It's they lived in their own throw up. They lived in their own feces. They lived in their own disease. I mean, the camps in which they lived, they were filled with typhus and other very, very contagious diseases, which the Germans did not want to help them with. They didn't care if they died. But one thing that really stood out to me was that the crematoriums, where the German SS soldiers would take the Jews to basically be burned alive, because basically throughout the whole war, the Nazi Germans had a lot of artillery and build up their military from crumbles to skyrocketed levels of pristine skill. And basically the Germans just dominated and all of Europe. I mean, the only territories they weren't able to access was Britain and
Russia.
what?
Russia.
and Russia, because those were two of the three superpowers, two very huge powers in World War II. But as the U.S. got involved in World War II, as they entered the war, the tides of the war changed for the greater good, I must add. Okay, I'm done. This is boring.